Hello, everybody on YouTube. It's another two Mad Geniusez podcast. It's your boy Josh Ox.
It's your boy Delonte here.
And today, let's talk about these NBA Finals, my friend. Lebron brought it back to Cleveland.
Brought it back home, man. Brought it back home.
So it's official. LeBron officially have 8 championships now. You know, one in Cleveland.
I go 7.
Count as 6.
Yeah.
They've been in a 54-year drought?
Yeah.
Jeez.
45. As far as the Cavaliers, it's been 45 seasons since a championship. So they have never won one in their franchise history ever.
He left, came back, won a championship. I think that's good for his legacy.
Yeah.
Now he can't leave. There's no point to leave.
He said he ain't going nowhere. He said he ain't
I
going
remember
nowhere.
people was like, yeah, he should go back to. I'm like,
No.
He can't leave. That hurt his brand.
No, not even that. He got guys to help him now. So it's
No disrespect to Cleveland. You're not a real city because y'all won the NBA championship. Just making that clear. Y'all still a small city.
Y'all still the Detroit of the North. I'm just letting you know that.
Don't compare them. They ain't as bad as Detroit. No disrespect to Detroit.
Yeah, but I mean, for him to leave now is we dumb because he actually got a nucleus now with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love.
He won an MVP.
And he won MVP.
MVP.
Which oh my god. Let's touch on this. Please, let's just touch on this. Why do people hate LeBron so much?
The hate is for real, LeBron. People's like, he's not better than Kobe. He's not better than Jordan. Like, I mean,
statistically, he is.
Statistically, he's better than Kobe.
Newsflash. Since he won,
you can't say that. Kobe fans are like Beyonce fans. You can't tell them that. Them and Jordan fans, you can't tell them any truth.
That's true.
You can't tell them the truth.
But you gotta tell them the truth this time.
They romanticize about the past.
Past, yeah.
Like crazy.
But I'm sorry, I have to say it. This one was more impressive.
You can make an argument for Kobe that LeBron is better than Kobe. To me, you can make an argument.
But I think by his last run makes him better than Kobe. You know why I said his last run make him better than Kobe? Because he actually took a smaller team and went over a 3-1 deficit.
Cleveland team is probably his best team he played with. I think it's a little bit better than mine.
Yeah, but look at Kobe.
Better all around.
But look at Kobe's teams. It's the Lakers.
The only reason Kobe get more praise because he was a Laker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And he had the Laker organization. He had Phil Jackson. He had Shaq. Yeah. He had a squad though. He didn't.
Pau Gasol.
Yeah.
Odom.
Yeah, he had a squad. People forgetting about that.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm about to say anybody. I'm talking Kobe fans, any NBA fan. Please give me 2 other Cavaliers outside of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love that actually helped out in that championship.
Man,
give me 2. Just give me 2.
Richard Jefferson came off the bench. He was doing okay.
Okay, you got 1.
Richard Jefferson. Shumpert should never play.
Shumpert should be on a trade block.
He should never touch the ball. If you follow me on Twitter, I told him the key for them to win it is not let Shumpert shoot the ball. He is just pass the ball to LeBron. Pass the ball to LeBron and Kyrie.
Even though he did have a big 4-point play, but other than that, he was terrible until then.
I was like, why is he shooting the ball?
Yeah.
Like,
but I'm just saying, LeBron really, and let's not forget, statistically,
LeBron is up there with some of the greats, most of the greats. Like people, they hate him for LeBron is real. Like,
but I'm saying, as far as statistically, the only guy to lead in every category in the finals. Yeah. The only player.
And he got a triple-double. Yeah, 2 back-to-back 41.
He's behind Magic.
Shout out to all the people, the dumb people that think it's a conspiracy theory that the NBA is fixed.
Oh my god.
That's another. We'll talk about that next. But
Ice Kerr.
Steph Curry said, I'm going to cut off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. But still, to think that the NBA is rigged, that's completely freaking stupid. Like, come on, man. Is it rigged that Golden State only scored 11 points in Game 6? In the first quarter? Is it rigged that Steph Curry is shooting 8 for 21 from the field?
So, what was that? What was that game? He only scored like 2 points in the first half or something?
Yeah. It's not.
Klay Thompson was playing.
It's a lot
of factors.
I mean, Klay Thompson was playing garbage too.
Yeah, you can factor in Bogut getting hurt. Bogut made a difference.
He was not going to make a difference in that.
He would have made a huge difference. He would have made a difference, but it wasn't. I don't think. The way they was playing, it looks like
the way LeBron was taking over. There's no way in hell.
He was just blocking Steph Curry shot. I think he just messed with him like mentally. He was just messing with him like.
Yeah, he knows that he's not the best player in the world.
I think people crown Steph Curry too early. He probably gonna take over once LeBron leaves. He's gonna probably be. It's the beginning of the Steph Curry era. It's still the LeBron era because
Still
LeBron
got KD. Still got KD.
Yeah, KD is cool, but
Still-
it's still Steph Curry era. He's running the West for the next 2 years.
I don't know, man.
They running the West.
I say after KD.
It's going to be a repeat. Watch. I think the NBA. I think there's about to be a rivalry between Cavs and Golden State.
They're gonna try to push that Magic and Bird
It's gonna
rivalry
be like a
those
Boston
two.
Lakers. I'm just letting you know because they're favored to go back next year.
Yeah, they actually got them winning it next year. They
Yeah,
said
it's them in
favorites.
Cleveland. It's them in Cleveland. OKC is in the mix.
Yeah, they in the mix too. If
Everybody know Cleveland is going back.
Yeah.
Cleveland, nobody in the East is competing with them.
Yeah.
To me, in the playoffs.
and you know what's crazy? And I don't know if people ready to admit this. As far as LeBron in the East, he might potentially make it to the finals for the rest of his career.
He is going to make it for the rest. Only other team I see coming up in the East is Boston.
But that's the only one that probably
That's
gonna.
a,
Detroit
Detroit and Milwaukee is okay.
But
But
Boston is one
Boston-
superstar away from.
Boston, all they need is another score. I think they can compete with.
I think they need a superstar. I think they just need.
Yeah, they need
a
like a
superstar.
true score. They
Yeah.
need a true score.
So Boston,
Team ball got them in the playoffs pretty
That's
good.
true. But they always got. The only thing is they don't show up in the first round. That's the only thing about them. It's the first round.
They need,
man.
they need another score.
Yeah.
They don't have another score. You can't. Isaiah Thomas.
Who else could really like? Well, yeah, Boston is the only one that's on the East, at least. That's on the come up.
The West, you got some teams in the West is coming up. I think Minnesota gonna be good one.
Minnesota's gonna be good. Pelicans, they need a point guard.
Pelicans, they need more. They need some other stuff too.
But they definitely need a point guard. They need a point guard for sure.
And a shooting guard.
Sacramento, they might need.
What do Sacramento need? Sacramento actually got a nice little squad.
They got a
though.
nice squad.
You got Rondo, you got Rudy Gay, you got Cousins. Who else they got?
Steph Curry's little brother.
Steph Curry's little brother is pretty good.
Steph Curry. He's coming back next season. I thought he was a free agent, but he's actually under contract for them. So, I think all they missing is a coach, and I think they might got one with.
They missing. I think they need to build up their bench.
But they got Darren Collison and a few other pieces.
They okay.
They got some bench
They in
players
the
too.
West though.
And that was the other. That's
Bruh,
the other
the West
thing
is tough.
too.
If Sacramento was in the East, they even made the playoffs this
Yeah.
year. They in the West. The West is pretty tough.
Portland, I think Portland need a big man. They definitely need a big man.
Man, I had this argument. Do you think the Lakers got a shot at making the playoffs?
Next year?
Yeah.
Fuck no, not for the next like 3 years.
I'm trying to tell somebody that. They're Laker fans. They actually believe that
they-
Luke Walton is gonna come in, and they're gonna get what's
They
his
like
face from
good
Duke.
3 to
And
5
they're gonna
years.
draft what's his face from Duke.
Yeah, Ingram.
Ingram.
And it's gonna take him like 2 years. For
I'm
him
gonna
to
give him 3 years to get developed.
Yeah.
He got put on some weight. He just skin. I don't know.
Yeah, they will body him alive.
Yeah,
in the West.
Yeah, the West is a guard league, so it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah. So I mean, I
If
say
Ben
like
Simmons
3.
don't fall,
Yeah,
but Sixers already said
they're taking him. Yeah, they
you can't pass on Ben Simmons. We had this argument about Ingram versus. You want to bring that up? I think I'd take Ben Simmons.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying.
I would take Ben Simmons on Ingram.
Maybe it was because the
And
college.
I feel disrespected they compare Ingram to freaking Kevin Durant.
I saw that. I
That
was
is
like,
extremely disrespectful.
I saw.
He's not even a homeless man,
Yeah.
Kevin Durant. To me, he played more like Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay. Yeah,
I've been saying, telling me like he played more like Rudy Gay
Yeah.
to me. He's more Rudy Gay-ish to me.
Yeah.
But
more athletic. He's way more athletic, and his jump shot more automatic. than
Rudy Gay.
He's a little bit more automatic.
You think more athletic than Rudy Gay? That's disrespectful. Rudy Gay is pretty good.
He's more athletic, bro. Believe me.
Than Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay is pretty athletic.
He's athletic, but no, I'm saying
People
he's
sleeping on Rudy. Rudy Gay he's just not gonna never win a championship. He's a 20-point game.
yeah he helped out scoring.
20-point game.
I mean, Ben Simmons. I mean, like I said, it might be. I'm starting to think maybe it is the school that made him. Because I have not seen his jump shot. I don't see.
He played for LSU, my nigga.
Like, but still, man.
Who is LSU in basketball? College basketball. College football. I give you on college football. LSU is main.
But we all know they're a football joint. But
Basketball.
I'm saying I have not seen
Outside of Ben Simmons, who was on that LSU squad is worthy of talking about.
Man, ain't nobody.
I wait.
Ain't nobody. But I'm saying I would like to at least see a jump shot or something.
They
like
didn't
this
even
guy.
have an elite coach, my nigga.
I know, but I don't like, you know what I'm saying. I know, I get that, but at the same time, I would at least like to see something. At least attempt some jumpers or something.
Nah, he's pretty good. And plus, he's a rookie. You got time. You can develop him. So you can work on the jump
hope.
shot. You can work on. I think he's gonna be good.
I hope.
People say he's like.
Right now,
they say he Magic Johnson, like, you know what I mean, LeBron.
Right, but
I don't see LeBron.
From my eyes right now, I mean, I might be far fetched, but from my eyes right now, until he develops a mid
Ben
range,
Simmons is the best talent in the draft. Who's better than him? You better not say Ingram.
Oh no, I ain't gonna say Ingram, but
who's just as talented? He's the most talented. You can't pass.
I mean, if we going off potential, he's got the best potential.
I'm about to say you always go.
But
with
it's
the
like
best
as far as playing,
think about it. You got the number one pick. You the Sixers.
Anybody can help the goddamn. Anybody can help the goddamn. You could go to the damn Sixers and help them right now.
I wouldn't pay for the Sixers. I don't even ball like that. I wouldn't even think they can give me a 10-day contract. Like, you know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna explore my options.
It's like it's the Sixers. You gonna say if I'm the Sixers? No, I wouldn't.
I'm speaking from a general manager.
General manager.
You had the number one pick.
It's gonna be Simmons because
you would have to pick Simmons
because it's his. But
Ingram
is a case, but they will go with Simmons because of his size and his potential, not actually of his game. See, that's the thing that everybody's missing up the two. His actual game
I'm saying
and potential.
He's a rookie. You can develop him.
That's true. But you also got a guy like Buddy Hill and a few other, Chris Dunn. You got a few guys that's already proven. But they will go with potential before they will go with play.
I would pick them over Ben Simmons.
I know, but I'm saying...
I'm just letting you know, I'm just Ben Simmons.
There's a lot of people.
Ingram.
There's a lot of people.
Murray's pretty good from Kentucky. He's pretty good. I'm just naming some good players.
But he's going to have to play point guard, though. He can't play shooting guard.
No, he can't play shooting guard in it. He might get do it.
He's too undersized.
No, he might get do it. What's the face do it from the Hornets, though?
Who, Kimba?
Kimba is pretty small for shooting guard.
They still got him listed as a point guard.
But he played shooting guard for the most part, though.
No, he played point.
Lynn was playing mainly the point.
But Lynn was the sixth man.
when Lynn was coming off, they switched him to guard. But
yeah, he's still
you can put him at shooting guard. He can make shooting guard.
I mean,
you can put him at shooting guard.
We'll see.
Depending on what team he go out to the West, he gonna get dogged.
Exactly.
West is a guard. They got the best guards. Like he come to the East, he be okay.
Yeah.
He go out to the West, he gonna get
But I mean, it's some guys right now that's ready to play. Like I mean, even though some of them are pretty much upperclassmen, which is
who they got from. Who's the international player? Who's supposed to be the best international?
This dude named Bender. I forgot his last name. He's from Croatia. Yeah.
You know they always have.
They pretty much like calling him like the Porzingis this year's draft. So he'll be a shocker. They said basically he'll be a shocker.
But Porzingis was pretty. I mean, all the Knicks fans was angry I drafted him.
Because we ain't know what we was expecting. Everybody.
International players, I hate to say, they bust out a lot. Yeah. They don't make it in the league.
And let's not forget,
no one ever talks about
the
that.
Knicks needed a point guard at the time.
And the Detroit Pistons, who passed on Carmelo, the dumbest decision they ever made.
Oh yeah, they did have their faith in Trayshawn Prince at the time.
They still won a championship though.
Yeah, but they still, they put their faith in Trayshawn Prince. So,
you don't put the pass on that.
You don't pass on.
You don't pass on a talent like that.
Yeah, I mean, but we'll see what happens.
Melo wouldn't have started if he would have got drafted by Detroit.
Yeah,
he probably would have been.
He been a superstar.
But his first year, they probably wouldn't have him starting. He would have came off the bench.
He probably would have got a ring too.
Yeah, they probably got another ring. Yeah,
because he definitely.
Because they needed offense. They didn't have enough offensive players.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow with the draft because I think it's gonna be a lot of trades and a lot of players gonna be moving too.
Since we want to talk about trades, let's bring up this Derrick Rose trade. You a Knicks fan? Speak from your heart, man. Tell how it is.
Yeah, the Crickets.
But to say, you better be like, yeah, we got Rose now, we got Melo, we got Porzingis. We might get the White. We put decisive.
I'm sorry. The only thing that might be good, we might get Joe Noah or Dwight Howard. That's the only thing that might be good about it. As far as Derrick Rose, he's guaranteed to miss at least 15 or 20 games. Easy.
Yeah, Derrick Rose, he haven't been healthy. But and
it ain't like we're getting like the MVP. He's still in his prime, Derrick Rose. We getting a guy that's coming off 2 ACL injuries
and a
meniscus
and an orbital bone. Who broke his orbital bone?
When he got elbowed in the feet. Yeah,
I just think y'all need to be careful with him. So when Derrick Rose come to New York, he can't drive. He can't do anything. He go over a New York pothole he might tear his ACL. Or he chew a juicy fruit, he might He might break his orbital bone. So you have to be we gotta keep him in a bubble. No contacting in practice.
Like I mean, no, like I said, but it would be nice for us to get a center.
But I'm glad Chicago finally gave up on Derrick Rose.
I know it was tough.
Every year they was making just we could have made it to the championship if we had Derrick Rose, but you still had to go through Miami and the Cavs.
If he was healthy, they probably would have got at least one of those times. They would have got one of those times. Maybe the first year they got together, but after that was it.
Maybe the first year with Miami, Big Three.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The only time when they still would have. Yeah. I still think Miami would have won.
Chicago would have gotten that year. Chicago would have gotten that.
I strongly disagree. I agree to disagree. No. Chicago was never that good. People was oversizing them. Oh, you forgot the Pacers. The Pacers was good that year too.
I mean, Paul George was good that year.
No, the Pacers had a nice little squad. They had Roy Hibbert was relevant at the time. Roy Hibbert was relevant when they was in that Pacers had like a small championship window, which closed, was only for like 2 years.
That shit ain't gonna last 2 years.
It was 2 years.
That
like the first 2 years, it was like the first 2 years of the Big Three. Then the third year, Roy Hibbert fell off. I don't know what happened to their squad. Lance Stevenson, I don't know, wanted more money.
That's another guy that fell off. Oh my god.
Lance Stevenson, oh my god, he did fall. He should have never left Indiana. He fell completely.
He got traded. He
got traded like twice, my nigga. He got traded to the Bobcats.
And then the Bobcats traded him to the Clippers. And then the Clippers traded him to the Grizzlies. So, yeah, man, trade bait probably for the rest of his career.
Tell your man to just keep his suitcase packed because he don't know where he gonna be at. He still with Memphis? He come back from Memphis?
I think he might be a free agent. So.
Would you sign Lance Stevenson?
No. I mean, no.
Lance Stevenson is not that bad.
It depends.
What he did, he messed up in Charlotte.
Yeah,
Charlotte was his chance to be a superstar.
Exactly.
He blew it.
And then there was another trade that happened today as well with the Atlanta Hawks, Utah Jazz, and Indiana Pacers, where Jeff Teague gets sent to the Indiana Pacers, and George Hill gets sent to Utah. Oh my God, no love Utah Jazz. And the Atlanta Hawks get the 12th overall pick. So
they could get somebody probably good in the 12th pick.
I gotta see who they got. I mean, I gotta see who's left on the board on that one.
Yeah, Atlanta backup point guard's pretty good. What's the name?
Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, he okay. So
but is he a starter? That's the thing.
It's his time to prove it.
Yeah, because he's going to start.
I think Atlanta still wouldn't be the Cavs either way with Teague on that.
Hell no. I think the point guard. I think it's a big upgrade for the point guard position for Indiana.
Yeah. Indiana, to me, out of the three, got the best trade.
Yeah.
Utah was okay. That was an okay trade.
But Utah don't get no games, dog. None. You know what's bad when the Charlotte Bobcats get more national televised games than you do.
Yeah, the only time I saw Utah was Kobe last game.
The women's NBA get more national televised games than the Utah Jazz do.
It's a small market. Salt Lake City is a small market.
It's a small market, but damn, like they don't get no national televised games.
It's a small market.
Dude, did you hear me say the women's NBA get more national televised games than the Utah Jazz?
Be honest, bro. It's only like 4 teams worthy of watching the NBA.
It's true, but
the Warriors. I'm about to name them: the Warriors, the Cavs, the Spurs, OKC.
You want to put the Spurs in the most watch?
Yeah, people be watching
over the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers. Can I keep going? You didn't let me finish. And I'm gonna say the Clippers.
All right, one of these must go.
I had to choose how to go. I'll watch the Clippers over the Spurs.
I was about to say, I think the Clippers will take that round.
Kawhi Leonard and Aldridge is okay, but that team is boring. No offense.
No offense, yeah. But Clippers is much.
There's only like 4 or 5 teams, but that's always been the case. It's always been like 4 or 5 teams really worthy of watching.
But they got, it's got to be.
Nobody's like, what's a good game should be on prime time? The Utah Jazz versus the Bobcats. No one cares.
No one
cares. The Sixers versus.
Anything
the Pelicans.
Hey,
no one cares.
And you know what's messed up? Mm-hmm. The Sixers actually had some national televised games.
How, Sway? How?
And that was the NBA. I don't know. They did it.
Sixers should be banned from like primetime TV for a while.
That's true.
Wow, for a few years.
For a few years, until they get some type.
Who they was playing against the Cavs?
It was against like a top team.
I told you it had to be against the top team.
It's a top team.
It won't be It won't be the Sixers versus.
Even the Lakers game last year with Kobe's retirement.
That was the only reason they played that game because it was Kobe's last game. That's the only reason.
But they got a national televised game though. Utah didn't even get a national televised game.
It's only like 5 teams worthy of watching. All the other teams is okay.
Maybe 6. You can put Minnesota in that probably.
No, I won't put Minnesota. They're not there yet, so I'm gonna say no. It's only 5 teams worthy of talking about. I named just about all of them. Am I missing somebody? It's really in the East. It's only the Cavs. The rest is all Western teams.
Yeah. Oh, Portland got nice to look at, but that was just this year. Though. Portland won't make my top 5. They get honorable mentions. They get honorable mentions. Yeah, it's the 5.
Yeah, the 5 I named. You can't name nobody else.
Maybe Boston.
Boston, honorable mention. They like in the same boat with Portland. They got honorable mentions.
Boston, you might put in
honorable mention.
That's it.
They get honorable mentions.
Somebody gonna have to replace the goddamn Spurs. I know that for sure.
The Spurs on the decline. Somebody got it. It's probably gonna be a team from the West.
That's what it might be Minnesota. I think it might be Minnesota.
Minnesota looking like they going in the right direction.
It used to be the Pelicans, but I don't know what the hell. They gotta get somebody for Anthony Davis. They definitely gotta get somebody.
Anthony Davis might want to have to leave.
Nah, he ain't gonna win.
He's signed a huge contract, so he's not leaving.
Out of anything, I think if they could get that one true guard, like point. They got Drew Holiday, but if they could get some other help in the guard position.
What draft pick they got this year?
6, I believe.
They probably can get a good point guard.
They talking about the kid from Kentucky or Buddy Hill. They talking about one of those two. Buddy Hill will help out a lot for real. Getting that shooter that they need.
I like Murray. Murray's very underrated.
He's underrated, but
very underrated. They don't talk about him that much.
They don't, but is he a point guard?
I'll put him at point guard. He can play the 2 guard from time to time.
Yeah.
He got a jumper. And he got a nice little dribble.
Yeah, they technically saying him and Buddy Hill is like the top 2 shooters in this draft this year.
Buddy Hill need to work on his dribble though. His handle is not.
But that's sneaky about him. That is what's sneaky about him. He can't get his own shot when he needs to. It's just
that's his downfall.
His downfall is him getting the spot up.
And he can't create his own shot.
Yeah, he can. Oh, yes, he can.
I seen Buddy Hill play against that championship game. That nigga he couldn't do nothing. He was pretty much coming off screen.
He was off that night too. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, but he was pretty much like they drive to the lane, leave him open.
Yeah,
that wasn't working. He was already hip to him.
He does need to work on pick and roll though.
He needs to work on pick and roll. I think he need to work on his dribble. He'll be okay. He's a good shooter.
Yeah, he's a good shooter. I say give him a few years. He'll get better. He gets better every year too. So it depends with him.
What's next? Can we talk about in the news? You want to talk about this sad event that's happening in Orlando? A lot of tragedy been happening.
You gotta remember, we ain't do this like in a week. We ain't
do it for 1 week. We took a week off.
Yeah, we took a week off. So we're gonna talk about Orlando. We are gonna talk about the
rest in peace to all the victims out there in Orlando shooting.
Yeah, R.I.P. Thoughts and prayers to all the families.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers to all the families.
The mother too that that got killed.
Yeah, the sacrifice to kill her. That was very heroic of her.
I mean, like it was a coward move.
The dude was gay. I told you that. I was telling everybody the nigga was gay.
Our theory on that was
he wasn't no ISIS.
We was pretty much on the brilliant idiots path on it. Like we thought he was one of them down low dudes that just got kicked and rejected, so he decided to shoot the club up.
He just wanted some man juice. That's all. He just wanted some dude loving. That's all he wanted.
Yeah, man, it's probably was in the club listening to Rihanna Sex With Me is like
that Beyonce formation came on. You start feeling the vibes.
Your man was listening to Drake One Dance.
The Queen Bee had him lit in the gay club, and your man he tried to hit on some guy and he turned him down. He didn't know how to deal with it.
He didn't know how to deal with it.
When the nigga married?
He was married with a kid and with a kid.
Wow, he was married and he was gay. Jeez.
And the messed up thing was like the wife.
He take L's. He's taking L's, my friend.
Yeah. And the messed up thing was like the wife used to go with him to the joint.
Time out. His wife went him to.
Yeah, she was actually like dropping them off at the joint and everything. That's why they're trying to get her for accessory.
Yeah, that is. Because what they saying, he was staking it out or something?
Yeah, he was taking it out for like he was taking like 2-hour drives.
But they say he was like going to the club for like 3 years.
Straight on top of that.
No straight nigga go to a gay club 3 years.
Not that many. Not that much.
Not a straight nigga.
Yes.
At least you gotta be at the bare minimum curious.
Yeah, exactly.
At the bare minimum curious. 3 years, you're at least bisexual.
Yeah, I'm about to say you bi. You definitely bi at this point.
3 years?
3 years.
I heard about that. I was like,
3.
on purpose. He was going to the club on purpose. I can say if you like walk by, he's like, oh man, the club might be lit. You're like, oh, that'd be a different situation.
Yeah.
But your man purposely went on there.
Yeah, he purposely went
And
on
his
there.
wife took him.
Yeah. Ain't that crazy?
His wife was a trooper, wasn't she?
I'm starting to think that she already had the idea.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think they need to get her for accessory. You don't let your.
But they already talking about like locking her up and stuff like that. But it was just like the situation is just crazy in general. And then on top of that, it's like a dude. I guess a dude on Facebook showed how he could like hide the gun in the club with the ammo.
Do you think they should change the gun laws?
Fuck yeah, they been should have did that shit.
Change the gun. You know I'm all pro guns. I'm just letting
I'm
you
not
guys
saying.
know.
I'm not saying get rid of. I mean, I'm not gonna say get rid of. There's no way AR-15.
I would love to own an AR-15. Don't quote me on this, because somebody.
What?
Well, I just let her have one. I wouldn't like do nothing stupid like shoot up a club, but I would let her like have one.
I'm sorry.
I like to take it to a shooting range and shoot it.
That's what it should be. The only purpose for AR-15 is a shooting range. Not
Be honest,
in your goddamn
if you
house.
have an AR-15 in a burglar come to your house, you probably gonna kill your neighbor.
Exactly.
That's because them brothers gonna go through the wall.
Exactly. They'll just go through the wall.
He's gonna shoot out your window.
Yeah, like
Kill a puppy in the meantime. Like, bro, it's not.
Bro, you can kill a raccoon with that joint on near sight. Like
AR-15, bro. AR-15 will go through the wall. They go through your refrigerator, my nigga. Go.
I'm sitting in the joint like this. I'm like,
trying to drop your engine.
Exactly. I'm sitting in the joint.
You don't need an AR-15 to defend your
house. You do not need that joint in the house.
Yeah, a small. You know about pistols. You can
but they kind of like I think they what they banned soft shotguns. But even though people still got them, but I think they banned them. But they did ban automatic.
I don't think they should. I mean, the gun laws. I'm on the fence on the gun laws. I know this is a tragedy, but I mean,
you gotta change the AR-15 rule though. You gotta make that joint not. That's a military weapon. Like you should not have that in your house.
I'm so pro guns. I agree with you to a degree. I think they should make it harder for you to get a gun. Like do background checks, make you do safeties.
You should not have an AR-15.
I still think I should have an AR-15.
No,
y'all gonna hate me for this.
No,
I'm just letting you know how it is.
No,
I'm not saying I would because I'm not crazy. I wouldn't shoot up a club. I wouldn't even.
Well, most of the motherfuckers that got them joints are crazy.
I think I'm pro gun. I think I should get my NRA card. I'm gonna switch it. My nice word. I'm like,
no, I mean,
join the brotherhood. I'm gonna switch it. I'm joking.
But I'm saying like, I think because those are, specifically the AR-15s are used so much in mass shooting, they have to change that law on that gun. They have to ban it. They have to. That joint happened with an elementary.
You know you're not gonna change my mind.
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look at the.
You had some truth to it. But you do know most people get killed with handguns. I'm just letting y'all know that. Just throwing facts out there.
No, I'm saying most of the mass shootings.
Just throw out some more stats. Most of the people who legally own a gun, talking about legal people, do not commit crimes.
That's true.
I think like less than 3%.
It's 3%. But I'm saying
like
most of
2 out of every 100 people that own a gun.
I'm saying
give or take 2 or 3.
I'm saying most of the mass shootings been happening with the AR-15.
Yeah, but
we'll say that.
But they crazy.
But, like I said, that's what I'm saying. But most of the actual murders happen with handguns. Like more accurate.
Most murders are with handguns.
Yes, but most mass shootings happen with automatic weapons or AR-15, military-owned weapons, as I call it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I know I'm not gonna change your goddamn mind, but I'm just saying.
You know you're not gonna change my mind. I'm so pro gun law. I just say they should make it like I told background check. Actually, he was getting invested by the FBI. Why they didn't flag him when he was going for?
He actually got interviewed twice, and they still didn't.
And the FBI should have flagged him. So when they do his background check at to get his gun, they should have flagged him and say no, you can't get a gun.
Exactly.
There's another way you could have. I'm not saying he still could have got an AR-15. Technically, it's illegal guns.
Yeah, but technically because of the Second Amendment that they have to give him the
Then it was
gun.
Florida.
Yeah.
Florida's a pro-gun state.
Oh yeah, this stand your ground shit.
They so pro.
They so pro-gun. Yeah, it's like Texas. That shit like Texas out there with them.
They got shit more to Texas.
Oh, I'm never moving.
Ain't nothing that. Not trying to disrespect Texas. What? The only city in Texas, what? Dallas and Houston, maybe?
Dallas, Houston, Irving, you got Fort Worth, you got a few cities out there. San Antonio, you got a few cities.
San Antonio is not.
It's still.
I
I wouldn't live there.
More than
but,
DC to San Antonio, that's a downgrade.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
But
Unless they had a good ass job there.
Yeah.
You can't turn on a good job.
No, but Texas is like a pro. Yeah, that's your pro.
Low cost. Texas actually not that bad. The taxes are low cost housing. Texas actually not that bad a state to live in.
No, it's cost of living is cheaper. I know, but I'm saying, but
If I won a lottery, that'd be one of the destinations.
I would literally, but because of how Texas is, because a lot of people forgot it's still the South. But yeah, I'm still carrying.
Texas is south. It's south or Midwest.
South.
It's considered the south.
It's considered South.
But you got like northern Texas. I understand Houston being the south.
I mean, Texas is Texas. It's still in the South. Actually, it should be Mexico. But I mean, it just, you know.
You heard they can gain their independence?
Yeah.
Which would be a dumb idea.
I mean, you know, in certain states, you know, it depends.
Man, I wouldn't have to agree to a degree, yeah, AR-15s. Yeah, my pride not gonna let me say it, but AR-15s, I would love to own one. Can't afford one right now.
I don't want one.
I can do like the White House and get a rocket launcher. Get an AK and paint it gold.
Wow.
And look like a dictator.
Wow.
I'm joking, by the way.
Wow.
I'm joking. I'm making jokes. Gun violence is something. That's a serious matter.
That's a serious matter, yeah.
But I think they need to find a way to stop illegal guns. Most crimes are committed by
But that's the thing,
illegal
though.
guns.
I think most of them are coming from the police departments and like government.
No, a lot of people steal
The guns, yeah, that's
steal
what I'm saying.
guns from gun stores, and like for example, Chicago, a lot of people steal from the neighboring state,
Yeah.
Indiana. I'm just using that for example. I could be wrong, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, they gotta find some way to, like, you know, the old guns, just get rid of them some way, melt them joints or something. But because you gotta remember, they still got the vet numbers on them joints too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Actually, there's more guns in America than people.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
But you know, America, we love our guns. That's American culture.
Dude, I actually have to agree with the brilliant idiots on this.
What?
We live off violence.
No, that's true.
We really do live off violence.
America was built on violence. Think of anything historic in America. We killed the Indians.
We killed the Indians.
We have slavery.
Well, we ain't kill them. We ain't. Don't say we.
All right, we didn't. I'm talking about as America, the country.
They not even
Africa.
fucking American.
But most of the white people here came over here like after like most people like immigrants.
Yeah.
White people that came over like from Ireland and stuff like that.
But I'm saying.
But I'm just saying like
the first actual event was a violent event.
They fed them turkey and killed them.
Yeah. So.
Think about every holiday that's America. It's pretty tragic. Most of them are pretty bad.
4th of July.
4th of July, a lot of people
Even
died.
Star Spangled Banner.
Memorial Day, people dying, but we know which is known as Cookout Day.
Yeah.
Easter, I mean Jesus died and came back. Jeez, Jesus got hung on a cross.
Yeah.
Jeez. Christmas is like the only holiday, and New Year's is like the only holiday that's pretty positive.
Yeah, positive.
Think about it.
Cinco de Mayo. Is good.
That's like a made up holiday.
Yeah. As far as I'm glad.
Think about it. Just think about it.
No,
Labor Day, everybody was working.
Yeah.
Poor labor law. Bro, just about every holiday is pretty bad.
That's true.
And now that you think about outside of Christmas and New Year's.
And yeah.
Valentine's Day. Even though that's a made up.
Yeah, that's not even a real
holiday. It's a
holiday.
Hallmark holiday for flowers and cards and stuff like that.
Yeah, as far as the major holidays, I said major holidays, like the ones that we don't go to work for.
Yeah, the one we don't go to work. Arbor Day. Arbor Day is pretty positive.
Yeah.
Even though I can't take off work. They won't be like, yeah, we close the day for Arbor Day.
They never will close that shit.
Never do that.
Yeah. Even the national anthem is a goddamn.
Bruh, this country was built on violence, bro. Yeah, they killed the Indians. We took over the United States. Not me per se, but like the history of this country. And slavery, indentured slurring, bad labor laws. It's like so many things. It's some horrible things.
Fucking Holocaust.
Man, the Holocaust really wasn't in America.
I wasn't in America, but I'm just saying in the world in
I'm
general.
talking about in America. What else? Something else. America did some. We did some bad stuff. Like, historically.
It was a lot.
Historically, we did some horrible things.
Yeah.
World War II, we dropped
War
the
II.
bomb on Japan.
Civil War.
Bro. The Civil War, the Revolutionary.
Cold War.
Cold War. Hey, bro. I think you
I think we live on violence, man.
It's very violent. If you look at our history is very violent. I'm pretty sure some European countries just as bad, but I just named some of the stuff. I'm gonna try and think of something positive. Did we do? We did some positive things.
We did some positive things. It's just, you know,
But the good is the bad.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
The main thing they're gonna remember us for. If we go to other countries sometimes, and the reason they say they hate America is because we bring a lot of war. That's the first thing they bring up sometimes.
Yeah, just about.
They be like, every time we have Americans, y'all like to blow everything
even
up.
though America didn't even want to get World War II, but
Yeah.
I digress. But jeez,
We was usually the peacemakers. Like we used to be.
nah, America wasn't the same. The First World War, America wasn't the power.
No. We was the backup.
We were
plan.
still up and coming.
Yeah.
We was like the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I was about to say we was really the backup plan.
we was like on the way.
Yeah.
What else?
It was really not that much good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's some good, but we probably got to research it. But
Yeah, man.
even
I say we did have a lot of wars.
oh no, let's not forget. Speaking on Valentine's Day, we cannot forget about the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Like it was a lot. It's a lot.
Jeez, wow, you're right. Just about every holiday outside of Christmas, and Christmas is pretty much shopping, give your money to corporate.
Yeah, Black Friday,
Which they pretty much is for Jesus' birthday, which
yeah, we still don't get the meaning of that. But
New Year's is positive.
and people that participate in Black Friday know the meaning of that before y'all do it. But
What else? Yeah, you're right. Just about everything is different. And Orlando, they just been having bad luck. They had the singer that got killed and the baby eaten by the alligator. It's been a bad week.
well, let's start with the singer from
With the stalker.
The Stalker. All right. If you ain't know, but you probably did, it was a lady, woman named Christina.
She was on
Gallerino.
She was one of the founders for the show.
This was The Voice. She was in The Voice.
She was the founder.
She actually won from that show, so she had a record deal and all that. Popular. She had a meet and greet, and one of the people that she was meet and greet was a crazed lunatic stalker dude that wished to be with her forever. This, that, and the third. Pretty much shot and killed her on sight. So,
Jeez. That sums it up.
yeah. Now that it's like
Wow.
now they actually like went on his background. Like your man was like vowed to marry her.
I couldn't be a stalker, bro.
I couldn't either.
I feel bad like calling somebody twice, 2 times in a row. Like I was telling people that I was like, I feel bad about double texting.
I'm about to say, I be feeling bad about double
I can't
texting.
stalk
Like,
somebody. I don't know. It's just me. I can't stalk. Maybe it's my pride. I think I got too much ego or pride to stalk somebody.
no, it's I really
Maybe.
No, I just think we're sane. Like it's people
Yeah,
that do
no,
that sometimes.
it's people that stalk. I seen people in relationships. They stalk their significant
I
other.
know. That's what I'm
What
saying.
you doing? Where you at? Who told you to go there? I'm about to say.
But that's
I
the
know people in a relationship.
yeah, but that's the mental part of
I
it.
know people in a relationship.
We sane. That's the thing.
I'm not gonna say somebody. I know somebody. I don't. We're not that close. There's a girl calling like every hour. Make sure he's at work. I'm like I told him he must have cheated or something.
Did he cheat on? That's what I was say. Did he cheat?
I think his girlfriend's just very insecure.
I was about to say
Extremely.
she-
She probably the previous boyfriend probably cheated on her.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. Somewhere along.
But I'm just saying, like, I think it's a mental thing with that. I can't do that. I'm sorry, I can't stalk nobody. That shit just can't. No.
Have you ever had a stalker? I had a stalker before.
I had a crazy chick.
I told
A
you that
crazy
was
chick.
remember the girl I had to change my number?
Yeah.
I had to change my number.
I had a crazy chick, but I never had nobody that was
I'm
stalking.
glad she didn't know where I lived at.
Yeah. I never had a stalker. I did have a crazy chick, but never had a
I
stalker.
had a stalker. Yeah, I had a stalker.
That's a creepy goddamn thing. Though.
Yes.
That's some fatal attraction shit.
That is crazy.
Next thing you know, you be seeing your cat and shit.
And she the one that ended it. That's the funny part. I told everybody, like, you broke up with me. I'm like, well, I guess it's over.
Next thing you know, you find your family cat in the goddamn
Next
stove.
thing you know, you get random calls. Why you not picking up? I'm outside. What?
Whoa! Wait a minute.
wait a minute. Why are you outside?
What's up?
Why you outside?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the one that threw a brick in my car. Yeah, she threw a brick in my car. Then she ended up fixing it.
Yeah, I know.
She only fixed it because I told her I'm gonna work things out. It was a struggle time for me. I couldn't afford to get my windows fixed. Don't judge me. This is my pre-success years. Don't judge me. I hope she don't watch this.
Oh boy. She might be coming stalking your ass just to get that money.
She don't know I live. I moved. That was years ago.
That was years ago.
That was years ago. That was a good what? 6 years? 8 years ago.
Years. But damn, that's crazy. But the other event that happened in Orlando that like really topped it off for the week was that 2-year-old little boy got pretty much snatched out of into the water by alligator. He was found on land dead. So
well, my problem was why we let your kid in Florida?
Okay, time out. Now, time out. All right, I gotta get something off my chest with this one. I'm sorry, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of seeing. This is before the gorilla thing. This is before even when the kid got attacked by the lion.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell are you not supervising your kid?
It's coming. You know they saw him because they didn't have a beware of crocodile or something sign.
But they can sue Disney because of that. Yeah, it's supposed to have been a sign out there. Plus you're in Florida, so how the hell you don't know?
First of all, why you want watching your kid and they playing near the water?
Exactly.
First of all, it's like first of all,
Gator infested water.
It was like a 2-year-old, wasn't it? It was a
2-year-old boy. Yeah.
You let your 2-year-old play by the water by itself and not supervising?
And not you're watching him, but you're not nowhere close, like so you can snatch him away.
Yeah.
You're literally like good maybe 20, 30 feet away from him. Somewhere that really you should be in running distance, really, technically.
First of all, I'm not letting my child play in that water if I'm not in the water.
Exactly.
First of all, rule 1.
Yeah. That's true. That's
so, I mean, I'm not a parent, but I'm just speaking from if I was a parent.
I'm sorry. At that time, parent mode is kicking in.
Yeah.
At that time, I'm like, certain things you shouldn't be around. If you're in the zoo, stay away from the freaking cages. If you're in the auditorium, stay away from the fucking glass. I do not want to see a shark try to ram his goddamn head into the glass because he's hungry. Even though they feed him. But still, I do not want to see you nowhere close to that goddamn glass. Stand in the middle of the aisle.
Most of the animals from them is told they overfeed them.
They overfeed them.
They overfeed them so they won't be that aggressive to attack people. But a lion is still a lion.
I'm about to say you still got animals that still mind you who they are. Mm-hmm. You got jaguars, jaguar. Yeah. Jump in the cage if you want to.
But they say that works for sharks though. I remember they said that works for sharks.
Well, sharks under the water most of the time.
No, like sharks in the fish tank. Like you ever go to an aquarium, they like overfeed them, so that's why the sharks don't attack other fishes.
That's true too.
Yeah, they say they do that to keep the aggressiveness.
Yeah.
All right, I did hear about Shark Week is starting this week, by the way, on Discovery Channel.
Yeah, on Sunday. I will be watching that.
So people out there beware on beaches. You know what I mean? It is Shark Week.
Hey, you know they said they saw a hammerhead in freaking South Carolina.
South Carolina? Man, I heard people was getting bit. I know last year at Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I'm supposed
to be going to Myrtle Beach this year.
Yeah, but not because it changed the water though. They said it was because it changed the water.
What changed the water?
It was the temperature of the water.
Oh, okay.
That's why you start seeing a lot of sharks on this side because the temperature of the water got to they liking.
Okay.
So it might not. I don't know. Because the way the summer's looking like, it might happen again, so don't be surprised. So
I'm supposed to be going to Myrtle Beach, and I am getting in the water.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, that's my thing with that with the parents, because I'm like, yo, you gotta watch them. I'm sorry, this is a different era where these kids are getting a little bit too grown for themselves a little bit, when they could feel like they could go ahead and push that line a little bit, or stand by the glass and attempt that joint. Yeah. You know, so some of them can break through. We have yet to seen it, but they can do it if they want to. So,
rule 1, I'm not a parent, so just watch your kids. Be careful.
Yeah. Please be in arm's distance of that kid, please.
Especially when you're somewhere like near water. Why you let your kid near a body? I mean, it's still the alligator. I mean, it's still for the alligator. It's still the alligator fault.
But I'd rather that joint take me before it take my goddamn
kid. Yeah, before your kid. I'd rather get bitten before I let my kid get bitten.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just me, but
Nah, that would be a time I would have a gun. Nah, that would be a time I have an AR-15.
That's when you need an AR-15, man. You gotta keep that joint tucked in to the side. You know what I mean? Just keep that. You see the people with the open arms that be walking around? Man, it feel good to be white. Only white people can get away with that shit. A black person's gonna walk around. I don't care if they have an open carry.
Oh man, like you can't even have a damn weed grinder on you right
You
now.
can't even have a cell phone that looks like a gun that you're reaching out, let alone a freaking AR-15. You seen the dude? These motherfuckers walk past the school. That's just disrespectful.
Yeah, man.
If that was a black guy, they would have shot him.
Yeah, they would.
He would have got tased.
He would have got tased easy. But I mean, yeah, I mean, anything else that happened in Orlando as far as that was it, right?
What else happened this week? Did something else happen?
That was it.
Oh, let's talk about this rumor. This conspiracy theory that Gucci Mane is cloned.
It's not even news. Next.
It's Gucci back.
Next.
Gucci back.
I mean, I'm actually happy he's out of jail.
I'm glad he out of jail. It looked like he changed because from what they're saying, he looked like he not like the old Gucci Mane. Right?
Yeah, he ain't right.
Look like he actually smart and conscious.
Yeah, he look like he's actually thinking about his business now. He's thinking about him. So
that going back and forth to jail is bad, bro.
Yeah,
that's messing up your money. He lost money sitting in jail. I mean, I'm pretty sure he dropped.
He probably still got some bread, but
I'm not saying he got bread, but you still lost money.
Yeah, I mean, but as far as like that shit ain't news. I don't want to hear that.
Man, Gucci back, man. I actually heard people saying he got cloned, and I'm trying not to laugh. Like, oh my god, what's next? Bigfoot is alive in your backyard.
No, Bigfoot will release a mixtape. That's what's gonna happen.
What's next? I'm like, hey, the rap game. They went crazy when they thought Tupac was still alive.
And congrats to Drake, Schoolboy Q, and Ray Sherman. Mm-hmm. All the albums went. Drake's double platinum. Schoolboy's Q, Oxymoron is platinum, and Shrum Life is platinum.
Yeah.
So those albums are platinum. So I think the streaming thing is actually helping out a lot of the streaming is helping out a lot of artists now with their albums. So that's a good thing. Some dudes deserve it. Some dudes do deserve to go platinum. I thought Schoolboy Q deserved to go platinum.
Yeah.
I thought he did. Oxymoron was a good album.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything else we can talk about? Or you want to call it quits right now?
I mean, what else can I talk about? Anything else happen else?
No.
We talk about the NBA trade rumors. The NBA is not rigged, by the way, for people who believe in it's rigged.
Yeah, please stop playing the conspiracy theory card. It's like the race card in the NBA. Not just because the light skinned brothers didn't win, and everybody want to make a damn.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy theory that LeBron dropped 41 points back-to-back games. I know it's a conspiracy theory.
And it's a conspiracy that he had a triple-double in Game 7.
Yeah, I know. Klay Thompson play hard. Bogle guy. It's a lot of factors. I mean, you can make. I wouldn't say it's rigged. I would say Golden State just blew it. I would just say that.
Yeah, it ain't our fault that Klay Thompson shot like 9 for 20.
But if it was vice versa, and Cleveland was up 3-1, they
we want to hear this shit.
Would you hear where they say the NBA is rigged?
No. We be hearing LeBron lost another finals, find some way to blame it on him.
And what's up with your boy Skip Bayless though?
Fuck him. Sorry.
What did he say about LeBron?
Sorry. Oh, he shouldn't have got MVP. Kyrie Irving should have got MVP because of one goddamn shot.
Over one shot?
Just because, don't get me wrong. It was a big shot.
That was a very important shot he made. I'm not saying Kyrie is not valuable.
Yeah. But let's not forget here. What was the play before Kyrie Irving's 3 that set that up? The block. So, and let's not forget LeBron hit a 3 prior to that to tie the game. So,
Skip out for some reason. He don't like LeBron.
He's gonna sound like some of my friends.
Shout out to Skip. I mean, he's going to Fox now.
Yeah, he's going to Fox Sports.
Yeah, right. Is that first take is done?
Depending on who they get as the replacement.
They let Skip Bayless go, bro. He been with the company like forever.
Same reason why they let Mike Tirico go. Now they got to find somebody else for Monday Night Football.
What was wrong? Why would they let
ESPN just making cuts? I don't know. Talk to ESPN. I don't know. I might have to tweet them that or something.
Let Skip Bayless go.
I don't know, man.
If Stephen A. leave, it's done. First take is done. They might as well.
You think it's possibility he may leave? They offer him a lot more money.
Fox is offering people big bread to come over.
Yeah, but Stephen A. I think signed an extension with ESPN.
Yeah, bro.
But Fox do offer him that bread. I think he's definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Whew. Fox News might fuck around and be like.
Fox News, they got Colin Coward's pretty good.
Even though the thing he got fired, oh my god, the thing he got fired for was so goddamn like
it wasn't even racist.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I'm telling people that like, I don't think that was racist.
I still thought he should have kept his job at ESPN.
He only said one thing. The only thing he said was Dominican Republic is not known for their education.
They're not.
And he said they rank like near the bottom when it comes to education.
There's a reason why you see a 16-year-old in the freaking major leagues from the Dominican Republic. It's not because of his education. Hate to say it.
I mean, I'm not going on them. The Dominican Republic is a cool country. I've been.
Oh no, I'm saying it's not nothing about the country, but they're not getting picked to baseball because of freaking education. They're gonna go into baseball because that's what they're known for. Mm-hmm. That's what their life is. Some of their life is baseball. So.
Oh, let's talk about the soccer game.
You mean that ass whooping? All right, this is the last thing we're gonna talk about.
I'm a soccer fan.
I'm
rooting for the U.S. national team. I knew they wasn't gonna be. Nobody knew it.
Nobody had beat
Argentina. Argentina is ranked number 1 in the world.
Bradley had a badass game.
And Bradley was horrible.
My God,
he was horrible.
If it wasn't for Jermaine Jones, I don't know what the hell. Like
I think Bradley, you may have to.
You think might have to sit him?
You might have to sit him.
He was terrible.
He was horrible as a midfielder. Oh
yeah,
God, he was so horrible.
But it looked like the ball stopped moving when Jones switched.
Like, but they was playing against like
Argentina,
Messi. And Messi is the best player in the world at the moment.
Ever. No, he's the greatest.
Ever? I wouldn't say ever.
Outside of Pele. Outside of
Pele, you had Ronaldinho. I wouldn't say he's the best ever. I'm a soccer fan. I wouldn't say he's the best.
I'm saying Ronaldinho. He's
better than Ronaldinho.
I think he's better than Ronaldinho. Right now, yes.
Ronaldinho in his prime.
He got more
Ronaldinho's
goals.
Retired.
Yeah, but he got more goals than him right now.
I don't know about Ronaldinho. I'm a Messi fan too. My pride won't let me say Ronaldinho.
I know, but he is more skilled. That's not
more skilled. Ronaldinho was the man.
He was
unstoppable.
But he had.
Did you see what Ronaldinho did?
Trust me, I'm a soccer fan. I know Ronaldinho was good, but Messi been doing some things lately.
Ronaldinho, are you serious? Comparing Ronaldinho to Messi is like his left leg. Like comparing his left leg to, bro. Come on, stop. Ronaldinho.
I had to hit my tribute to Skip Bayless right quick on that.
Man, you can make an argument for either way.
But I think ball handling, yes, Ronaldinho was the man. But scoring wise,
Ronaldinho scored. He was more of
not like Messi though.
But he was more of a setup assist.
Yeah. Messi was a score assist and he was the team lead.
You can make an argument. I'm gonna say that. I'm a Messi fan too. I'm a Barcelona fan. I like Bayern Munich too.
Messi was more all around soccer. He's a better all around soccer player than Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho, like you say, he was a setup assist.
But he was pretty good.
He was pretty good scoring, but he was known for goals.
He was on Barcelona. Him, Kaká. They had a nice little squad.
He's another one that's underrated. That a lot of people don't talk about.
Very underrated. Very underrated. I didn't have USA. We was making this argument. They was like, because the best players, I think the USA culture when it comes to soccer is not that great.
No. They don't have the best coaching.
No. Coaching would have saved them against. No. Because they don't have. You got to have the personnel.
And a lot of people, and I think a lot of people forgot. As far as USA, we're like only 20 years in this. Like we're not.
You got USA not really into soccer.
Yeah, I'm about to
soccer is like our 4th or 5th sport. Yeah, and nobody really cares. I think for them it's
catching on.
I think the USA that's one of the fastest growing sports. I think the USA probably need to build like academies. They have to build the culture up.
Yeah.
The problem is, Jason Whitlock made this argument. He said the problem is they focusing on getting in front of suburbs and not like the inner city where the best athletes come from. It's more like the best.
They getting the California kids, those suburban kids.
He said to build a culture, you gotta start with the inner city. He said think about all the best soccer players in the world. He said they didn't come from no suburban. They came from like poverty.
They came from poverty, inner cities.
I'm just like he actually had a valid point. I normally don't never agree with Jason Whitlock. I saw that didn't like him when he went on the Kobe rant, but he went on the Kobe rant. But jeez,
yeah, I mean that's what it is. Like you gotta go more outside of the. You got to.
I think they have to build a culture up because the culture not really. the two sports we only focus on.
I think for one that I really do think
basketball and football is the only two sports we focus on.
But I also think that they need a development league too. I really think they need.
Yeah, that's what I think they need to do. Like, they need to do academies like for young kids.
Yeah,
maybe like 12, 13. Start building this.
Yeah, building them up
for the future. Because Klinsman even said it.
Because they do got like 12 and under national teams and stuff like that. So I mean, it's a lot.
I think we have to build a culture.
Yeah, you got to.
I think it's more of a culture issue, just like why the best NBA players come from America, because our culture is built on
basketball.
Yeah. On basketball. You can say the same football. Yeah. Like the Australian U.S. basketball team. Yeah, you can't compare that to United States where we take basketball seriously.
Truthfully, to be honest, even rugby is starting to become more of a culture than soccer is right now. As far as U.S. I see more rugby games than I see soccer.
Nah, soccer is growing pretty fast.
It's growing fast. But
soccer and MMA is like the two fastest.
But I'm saying, as far as the inner cities, I'm seeing more rugby than I'm seeing soccer in the inner cities. Trust me, I lied to you now because I went to a few games in Baltimore. I'm talking about in Baltimore too.
Soccer is actually supposed to be. I'm not trying to. Supposed to be a quote unquote poor man's sport.
Supposed to be, but nah, not anymore.
Not in America. America's more of a suburban.
Yeah, it's suburban joint. Yeah. But that's like a few people.
Someone made this argument that maybe because like in the inner cities, I guess you don't find fields or something like that.
Yeah, it's not that many fields. Most of the fields that you see now are football fields. They're not even.
Yeah, someone made it. I was like,
they're double sported. They're not like.
Now that you think about it, in the inner city, do you ever hear? I mean, we grew up in the city. You never really hear nobody talk about soccer.
No, but we said we got to go play football. We got to play
basketball. You never hear nobody like, yeah, we should go and do a soccer.
You might hear baseball here and there. Might hear baseball.
Baseball is actually fun to play. Yeah. More to watch. But
that is true.
Baseball is fun to play.
Yeah, playing it is a fun sport.
I can't watch it.
I just can't watch it. I can't be on the sidelines.
I hate to say this on ESPN. You know how ESPN do the top 10 plays and they show baseball?
And it's the same plays like they always show.
That's it?
Yeah. There's always the same diving catch or something. Yeah.
I guess it was a good catch, but that's not. Baseball, I think, lost its
juice.
It lost its juice.
Yeah, no pun intended. But yeah, man, I guess that's it.
I think that's about it.
Yeah. So go ahead, hit the like, subscribe, retweet it.
Yeah, now follow our Facebook fan page.
2 Mad Geniusez. Just type it in on the search bar. You should go ahead, hit that like. Follow us on Twitter.
We need to make a Snapchat, bro.
We still working on a lot of stuff.
We need to make a Snapchat. Yeah, we do need to make a Snapchat.
Username is Tay.1987.
And my Twitter name is Josh the Movie Guy. We're gonna leave a link down below.
All the information. Our email is 2madgeniusez@gmail.com.
Please comment below if you don't like what we say. Just
let us know. And you can hit us up on Twitter. We don't mind responding back. I
reply back if you hit me on Twitter.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all. Peace and all, man.
Deuces.